Hello, hello. We are back to two of the shit. What was that? Just right over the wire. Okay, it's fine. But Danganronpa, how's everyone doing today? I am doing fantastic. I'm just gonna get the lovely Penny Cries up on my phone so I can keep an eye on her stream, because I was enjoying watching that weird playthrough of the game she was playing. Martha is dead. In fact, because we can and we will, I'm going to give them a lovely shout out. Go get them a watch if you want to. I'm happy with that. But no.
And settings.
Let's just
turn that off. Sweet. Speakers? No. Audio sharing setting? No.
Play clip. What's this for? Not weird.
Okay, I think we're good now. I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, it was not.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
What a clip. What a clip. Standout stuff. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing well. We are trying to remember what we did last time. We got to the 5th floor. It's very weird. Kyoko is being a bit sus as usual. And then we were going to break into the... Kyoko did manage to break into the headmaster office to steal a key, because Sakura apparently broke the door. Then we went to go into it ourselves, because we were also like, fuck it, we destroyed the Monokuma. It's probably not the only one, but we destroyed one. We're going to go and fight him, all of us, apart from Kyoko. And then we found a dead body. We were told by Genocide Jill there was a dead body up in the 5th floor somewhere. So we went to the 5th floor and we found a dead body of some dude in a mask. So let's figure out what that's about. I was supposed to go and do some stuff off screen, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So let's just go and see what's happening. It's cold today. Just to make things clear. Last night I tapped with someone wearing a mask. Yeah, that happened to you. It's like some weird Rey Mysterio guy. And whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you, there's a corpse hanging out here.
No way!
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body? How are you not used to this by now? You need to begin looking around right away, however. Be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. So this is like some weird plant room. With some giant eating plants. There's a big one in the middle. I don't... Apparently it's supposed to be flesh eating, however. We'll see how it goes. Let's do Genocide Jill first. I should get a TV, that would also help. Just throw in lost and found. Even the body components are home that way. Thanks, Jill. What's going on? Who is that? Don't know. Yuck, yeah.
Why?
Who is this? How they wind up dead here? Can't move forward until we figure that out. I guess I'm going to talk to them all, but it's going to make me like, you know...
What?
What's this dead body doing here? I mean, who is it? Who is it? I need to find out who this actually is. There's no way telling with the mask covering his face like that. I wonder how we're going to find out who it is with the mask on. Let's just know the shoes look very sus. And the white coat they're wearing makes it possible to tell anything about the body itself. Well, how are we going to figure out? How are we going to do this? How are we going to figure a total mystery? Well, they're fucking dead. We can take the mask off and take the coat off. Come on now. I think I do know. Is that whoever this is? They attacked me last night in my room. But why? How they went up dead here? Their heart isn't beating, and they're not breathing. Signs of life have come to a complete stop. Kind of think this is Kyoko. Looks like knife has been driven into her stomach. Her clothes are stained bright red. The bleeding has stopped, but the blood is still there, it's still wet. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. Careful you don't touch it and get some on you. Well, that's kind of going to happen if you're going to find out what's in the mask. How can you be so silent at this? Because it's fucking Byakuya. Who is it? The face and body are hidden, so I don't have a clue. Pretty sure it's a girl, at least. How can you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of their chest and the general shape of the body. And the more I look at it, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really, then, it could be. Okay then. Let's set the mask clean off. That's kind of what we have to do.
On.
Wait, don't. By the time he called out, it was already too late. Taika's hand shot out towards the mask. And the next instant, there was a blinding light and a deafening roar. Oh shit. The body blew up. Blew up. It did blow up. The vision started darkened. Prepared to pass out. But then...
Come on.
Hurry up, put out the fire. There's a constant attempt to float away. That voice reached up and pulled down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. Why would you give it to me who I've knocked out? Who the fucking logical idea was this? The part of the body's on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh. Thankfully, I was not to put out the fire. Died down. Behind that, only your pleasant smell of burning. Welcome on in, Penny Cries. How are you doing? I gave you a shout out earlier. I'll give you another one because you're back. How was the rest of the stream? Did you see the weird gross stuff? Did you completely game? I was kind of watching, but like, not really. Because I was getting tea.
What do I do? What do I do?
I missed this game.
Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I go? I don't know.
Oh, this is almost a year ago. Good times.
Oh, what the fuck?
Good times.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So yeah, what you missed was we found the body from last time, and then it blew up. I don't know if Toko's alive or not, but I'm very, very concerned about what's happened here. We'll have to see. I guess that took care of it. What the hell, man? Exploded.
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I'd never imagined it to explode. And now the body.
What?
Burnt to a crisp, that's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. I love that shit back. That's just you and most of the other streams. Just panic and like confusion. But the whole last game was just like, what the fuck? What the hell? What's even going on there? Yeah, hope you're doing well. Hope the rest of that went well. The voice from Chad, I really have no idea how we're going to find out who it was. He wasn't here right now. Huh?
What?
Considering not here, I'll quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? It's in that dead body. It's Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Come on, doesn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words,
With a mastermind. Finished the game, still have no clue. Oh, you finished it. Excellent. Excellent, love to hear that. Glad that nightmare's over at least, because that was a... What a game. What a game. Martha is dead, everyone. Play it if you want to have just have a complete mindfuck. What are you going to play next? That's the question. What? The mastermind?
what the heck?
Come on, there's no way the mastermind got charbroiled. Get serious. I agree. Normally their idea wouldn't have been worth considering. The reason I believe that may be true. Mastermind being dead would explain that the other... wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Kind of. Monaco can hardly move around itself. The master is dead, right? I can't read.
What?
But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. Why does it not make sense? Do you remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person very well in Master when they planned all this out. Come to film the Master Star as a man in his late 30s. Okay, that's a good point. Keep it on the list. Well, keep it a surprise, I guess. But I'm looking forward to whatever you play next. When do you plan to stream next? That's the question. Because we do like them penny streams. It's possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
What the heck?
It's like the last one, it's a middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. And could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Makuro Ikusawa. I'm butcher that. 60 student Hope Peak.
What?
What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you better tell us everything you know. Oh, and the Hush Hush Secret thing I can't tell you about the build-up portion was bigger potentially next week for my year streaming. Ah! Ooh. I see. That is cool. That is cool. You have to let me know the deets, and if you need any assistance, I want to be there. And in a time, so I can, obviously you're going to be doing streaming, and you're going to be streaming at your time. I want to know when I need to wake up, because that'd be neat. That'd be very neat. Well, all Kyoko had told me was
Mukuro Ikusawa.
Mukuro Ikusawa. Interesting, sweet. Let's have a look through that.
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Gemma, why are we in the jungle? Because it's a jungle out there. Because it's a weird, like, greenhouse room. There was a dead body that exploded. We don't know who it is. We're trying to narrow down who it could be. There's dropping some unknown unnamed character or be Kyoko is obviously completely unknown. How are you doing today, Gemma? Let's give Gemma a shout out, because Gemma is lovely.
A lot of easy to play, smooth brain games that we can vibe out and relax to.
It loves doing this clip for you. I don't know, it's always this clip
for
some reason.
Guys. I think Reese is going to take over.
Like, I've seen this clip like 10 times
play
now.
some Kingdom Hearts. He just wants to show off how quickly he can speed run it because he's amazing. which is fine because then I can get up, stretch, have a shower.
Good times.
But yeah, the rest of the time, I know Metopia is on the way. That might have been what that post sound is, but I'll go and check it in a bit. So we're going to be playing a lot of that this afternoon.
It do be short.
Because that is great. I
It do
played
be
the
short.
demo if you haven't
How
already.
did you do, Gemma? How's your day been? So in that case, I think Mukuru, Ikusaba, Mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't Mastermind, I'm sure of it. What? Definitely proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here and it's female. That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
That phrase ultimate despair sounds like super mastermind, doesn't it? It does sound super mastermind. Just launched our new work TikTok today. I'm buzzing. Hell yeah. And I'm going to see my favourite band tonight, Brighton, again. Buzzing. I saw that and I was there at your stream when you mentioned it. I hope that's a lovely time for you. And I'm sure it will be, but I'm still hoping anyway because, you know, live show things be great.
Could it be?
Okay, so the last one is a girl, Kuro, and she's a student here and she ultimate despair. She's been hiding at the school like some teenage Bigfoot. Well, she went up to a crisp.
What the heck?
No, none of this makes sense. Suddenly show up and then die, right? Good to take a closer look at the body. Let me some clues for us to figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait.
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko? Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Let's go about her. I suppose she can vaporize her. Wow! Damn it. Also, wow. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared the whole day here that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Wow. Oh, what a prick. What an absolute prick. Oh no, that man breathing carbon dioxide you inhale. It's nothing to live.
What the heck?
It's the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Just kill them both. Kill them both. Take a quick look at the body one more time. That's what I'm doing.
so,
No problem, Penny Christ. Have a good one, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care. Soft-Kodo. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, don't planning on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. The body toucher. That's interesting. There's something next to the body. It's a key. It's like a data room key with looks of it. Is it Kyoko took from molecule? No, it's not. It's completely different. What did you steal? So this is a key. Yeah, it looks so similar. Looking at that, it tells it's any key. So Monokuma probably only one of its kind. Yeah. That's right. You should still say Monokuma. We figured that out. We're not stupid. This isn't anything like that. This is the date room key. Then this key is.
What?
What is it? You found something? Yeah, there's something going into the body. Never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know. How would you know by looking at a key where it's going to belong unless you just had a label like this key goes here? Fucking idiot. Ricardo, I'm going to give you a very important task.
I see.
The key might give you access to certain areas we thought were unlocked. You mean
So in other
the biolab
words,
data set in the headmaster's room, the dorms, on the second floor. It's in your hands. It's on your own, boy, now. Yep. I guess then we're going to do errands. Keep getting those dorms on the second floor. This was not locked. This thing down here that was locked. Biolab. Biolab's opened up before. Give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I found in the garden into the keyhole, the key's even closer to fitting. Which means the key doesn't go this route. And I could have just went to my hunch. I think I will do that. That's where we are. So where is the data room? Here. Doors to data center was definitely level 4. Give it a shot. Just put the key in the hole because that's how we have to describe it in really fucking long details. Click. It fits. Then this is the key to the data center. Imagine it's not the data center. I used the key to the data center by putting it in the hole. The key that I found in the garden. Guess that running around paid off. Didn't run that far. I have to go and tell everyone else. We're going to head back to the garden. So you're back. How did it go? Find out which room the key goes to. It's the data center, down the 4th floor. Then we can get the data center out. Yes, that is what unlocking doors allows us to do, hero.
I see.
Interesting. Why did now the seats have that key on them? I suppose you should be able to go in the data center and have to find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door's still unlocked. Yeah, because you have the key, you fucking idiot. Hey, so when you open the door, it's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now. How's it going, Bacon? I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Let's give Bacon a shout out over here. I'm doing well. Playing some of the old Danganronpas. It's been a bit weird so far. How are you doing today? Good clip. I remember that you made a weird noise. It has to be clipped. Let's do another one because that was a short clip. It keeps every time you come in the chat, Bacon, or I do for sharing after you. It always plays that clip where you were getting yelled at by Eddie on the phone, and it's just beautiful. Perks and coffee, love it, love it. This is also a good clip.
Oh my god!
Pouring out of the middle. Let's get in there.
I turned around, he was there! I'm surprised he opened.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, glad you're well. I've got to mention I hit 250 followers the other day, and I'm 251 now. That's pretty amazing. So thank you everyone who's here or has been here at some point. That's great. We now have as many followers as there are in the first 2 Pokemon Pokedexes. Well, I can't be even go with this kids mode yet. I've got, well, one of them blew up Troa. And there's apparently a 16th child that's died. So there's that. Nice doing a big pride right now. Thank you, Bacon. I would have been here for you because you wouldn't have got us all into it properly. So thank you.
I actually look forward to that, Sophie. I want to see that Playmobil strip. Please do. Please do.
Playing the best Sonic game of all time.
That is what we've been saying for an hour. Like, seriously, I've lost track of how many like just dumb stare faces I have because I unfroze her and then she refroze, so it wasn't my fault. Hey.
Good stuff. I love playing when people play that game. It's just like just coping with it. The cutscenes are great. So good. But yeah, thank you everyone who's been here. Cherry, you've been here pretty much from the start. Gemma, Bacon also been here from the start. Just thank you for the 250 followers and the good times you've had. And it's been great. What?
In other words,
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's absolute lie, I'm just being used. How are you feeling being all exploded, Toko? Must have told me you trust you, but I told you that? Don't let it get to your head. So I'm not happy about any of this. You and me both. I mean, she's becoming more and more unhinged, and probably worse than Genocide Jill. It's fucking going. I can't reach down and put my hand on the door. The door is open, but if you put the handle on it, and if I turn it down or up, it will then move the latch inside and open the door. That's what he's probably going to tell me what to do. Close my eyes, trying to clear my mind. The silent parasite, open the door. Nothing happened. Pretty sure I'm still alive. I still open my eyes. Ah! And where the room was. Strange. This is the monitoring room. Nice. All those rooms up to now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't the surface feel like the rest of the school. Here the fear was lurking beneath the surface. Yeah. Clearly. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hero extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
This is directly from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. Yeah, she really tried the Zero Escape trilogy. After liking this much as it seems to be. I will look out for it, alright? I've never heard of it, but I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. And they're all displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? And this room is.
It's all clear now.
Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. Guess that makes sense. The Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this sells it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. This was the body of Makuru Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. The Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. Serious? See what they go and die before Master kill him himself. The Mastermind is dead? Could it really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I mean that body. What happened? They obviously didn't die a natural death. No, because knives normally just don't spread out of people. Makoto. So who was it that?
But
The Mastermind is really dead. We should finally get out of this hellhole.
how about that?
Gotta hurry and find the exit, come on.
That's enough.
No, check the area thoroughly first. What about the exit? Mastermind is truly dead. We can leave whenever we decide to. But right now. We need to find out what the Mastermind set up like this game in the first place, or why they set it up. Also, we need to find out how to open the exit, because we know what the exit is. We just need to figure out how to get it open, because, you know, just because we know that we think that the Mastermind is dead, doesn't mean shit unless we know how to progress from here. Otherwise, just like, yeah, it's great. Now we have no way of getting out unless we know what to do. And what about the fact that Mastermind was obviously murdered? Murdered? It's a fucking knife in him, hero. So you think so too, right?
Naturally.
Technical situation, there's no doubt. Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking knife. Now I'm thinking. Many things. I don't know if it's Kyoko, because she had a tattoo on her wrist. That's what didn't say she was wearing gloves, and I never saw that. So either the Mastermind killed her and set the bomb up, not the Mastermind, the Headmaster, or Kyoko did it and set the bomb up, but that also makes no sense. None of this makes sense. The Mastermind was murdered.
But
Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have ever done it? Even.
Such ignorance.
Exactly why I said to investigate the purpose of the end of his Mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. Mastermind's purpose, and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time in here. Okay, let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. Suddenly show up on this one. Hey look, next to that TV. Is that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is just like one the grandma uses. It's like one of those high def antennas. But to hook up the antenna, you can watch TV. Someone say TV?
You know?
Brother, Saturday morning Hina's here. You talking about me? Now what the fuck else is called Hina?
Okay.
Yeah, we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on, come on, come on.
You know?
Ah, you're all starved for info of the outside world, huh? Alright, get the magic gun, you'll be quantum leaping your way into TV land before you know it. And they get the reference from what's he talking about. Yeah. What is he talking about indeed? Those computers are lined up. They're like high performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop your 3 girls installed on. They're all on, but they all seem to be locked. So you can't do anything. Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? Most time using these monitors to monitor the network. And alter ego. You may be able to be right about that.
What?
There's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. It's a ridiculous number of monitors here. That's what using all the spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look, it wants to go. It's a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly mentorship? Chill your fucking tits. Honestly. No matter where, no, the stereo cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? That's what they ought to say. Us going around all this stuff is like all you can watch buffet. I want to stop talking to you, but you couldn't be really interesting to talk to. So you think fix TV?
You know?
Just a little longer. What, do you really want to watch that TV that bad? Is that the Saturday morning kid here? How'd you know it's Saturday? Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there. My eyes are flicking as fast as they are. Probably got the same. Why was the mastermind murdered? Figure that out into find out every identity and purpose of the mastermind. Yeah, sure. This door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuba on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked up. What if you use that key to open this room? Let's give it a try just in case. Nope, no good when you fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, everything's fine. Arthur's dead, right? Something's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I got to think about that door Monokuba's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. That's right, the mastermind's gone. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know?
Oh. Oh. What's wrong? Goodness, we sat there wanting kitties out there. You really like saying that, don't you? I think I've got the TV working. Really? All you gotta do is switch it on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind only guys need to cut free for your regrets in the outside world.
What the heck?
Well, they're sitting watching TV the whole time. People think they can get away with it. Is this? It's a feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
It's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every possible and not just weird, super weird.
But...
You're supposed to be a writer, Toko, and your language grasp is great. TV didn't pick up or anything but the antenna. So how's this camera showing? How's it showing the camera for you?
Well,
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good, yeah, let's give it a try. We're at every channel by one. Every channel was just us. There's a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Was it broken or something?
Could it be...
There's some kind of trick to it, some kind of weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh? What? What?
What?
Been around, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma? How are you supposed to be dead? Me dead? Don't be friggin' stupid.
What?
You're actually kind of strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even, it's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. I'm telling you, pretend to be dead after all this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. And that's totally laughable. They used to laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. Ah ha ha ha.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing!
Well, it's all time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin your despair of the future ahead of you. Wouldn't you all to have way more fun in this killing game? You can't be serious. We have to keep going.
Let me out of
No,
here!
we're supposed to be getting out of here. Get out of here. You're still supposed to be getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
Alien Isolation. You're going to continue playing Alien. I played that way ages ago. I'm going to continue playing it. I can do that. I can do that. I won't like it, but I can do it. Sure. Sure. How did I get it? There is no getting out of the hair. Think of it again. I will write that down in my write down book of things to write down. Let's give you something to play on Friday too. Right. I thought you hadn't thought the maybe early days was around time I was playing it. I was playing it like it's like one of my earlier the 4th or 5th game to play. And I remember got stuck in that room with the first stealth room, and I could literally brute force my way into the low difficulty. And it was kind of that. It's fun though. I'll happily play it again. I think where I got to was the first bit where you went meet the androids. You're in that big open area dock room kind of thing. Fun times though. I'll happily play it. I've been wanting to play it again for a while actually, just never got the chance to play it. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. If you want to change the gameplay, can by all means do, but I'll happily play Alien Isolation again. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know. It's piss yellow, not all bad. I mean, there's stuff you wouldn't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. Instead of Dead Space, I'm probably going to move to Dark Souls. Interesting. Interesting. It's the worst, assuming you're in despair.
Well now.
Well, phew, I'm puked for all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. I guess that TV is such a part of your school life here.
What?
If you something secret of some kind.
What the heck?
Looking at the antenna, so why is it just showing us surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are. No, because you've already made me play Dark Souls as well, and I would rather just scoop my eyeballs out and play any Dark Souls, Soulsborne from Software game again. Absolutely not. Nope, absolutely not. I refuse. I will refund your points and you can think something else to do, but I will not play Dark Souls again. Or any Soulsborne game. It's not fun for me to play on stream. If I'm going to suffer, I want to suffer my own time. It's just not fun for me. Nope, I will not play. No, I will not play Elden Ring. It's a game I'd rather watch than play itself because it's again, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Absolutely not. They're off the table. Them and any Battlefield kind of shit. No, thank you. It's just off the table. Nothing. I'm gonna let you in a blood gushing secret. Tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without doubt, explained the signal coming from the antenna. I fucking knew it was a reality TV show. I'm not being mean, Beck. I'm just being honest. I'd rather play a game that I'd enjoy, and I will not enjoy playing a Dark Souls, Sekiro, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, or even a fucking knockoff version of it. I don't enjoy those kinds of games. It's not because I'm being mean. It's because I'd rather have a fun stream, and yeah. Blah blah blah.
Huh?
What does that mean? Just find the signal, but it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
Oh, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This kidney game is broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's some kind of like weird Big Brother kind of experiment thing. What?
Extreme!
The kidney game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Who said that? So how many times I say that? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, even I understood the word. I'm not sure if you really understand the meaning. What? Broadcast live the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
That's...
It can't be. They're taking over the airwaves somehow? This can't be broadcast? No way, that's impossible. I don't have confidence. It's a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. I'm being serious right now.
Of course!
I heard kind of creaking. Something, sounds coming from my mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, those tantalizing tidbits, the school of mysteries. Look at me throwing you in here right now. Why would you end that without a reason? Because all of my captive audience. Show the true despair I've never seen before. Everything was a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show. The best of despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. This is on TV, the police and everyone would just be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way you wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
actually...
What if they already did? Huh?
Yes, indeed!
Then again, it's not really their business, right? Just moving might yell at TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? I think that's possible. We don't really know how personally though, so whatever.
This can't be!
Take control of all communication like that. You need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how can things have come this far? Wow. That's a secret, something you'll need to do. Something that you'll need to do first, remember? What?
Of course!
Yeah, duh, there's a little business of... Right. Right.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Oh, yeah, we do mean that, Nina. That's... I'm not enough... I'm not...
It's the Monaco!
I'll leave you the next one to come apart right here. Everyone, give it all you got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Interesting. And then he's gone. Reality is incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. Great. I stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. Couldn't think. Took everything I had just to keep myself from standing upright. Don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought we were finally we can get out of here. Plus, what did you say about class trial?
Stop talking.
That was obvious. Class trial is a class trial. What it means at this point is to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Gishaba was my guy. It's Miss Shima, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. If Monokuma is still alive and active, Mr. Mastermind Mukuro Ikusaba isn't dead, unless Kyoko was the mastermind all along. Essentially, her body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. That actually makes a lot more sense. Kyoko is the mastermind all along. And the body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. It's not possible. Just because I don't know anything about her yet. That's not related to anything. People who don't know die all the time. Don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
If you believe it or not, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. Refuse to believe it, then your responsibility is to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? You know, you better begin.
But
But if we're going to have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct, we saw him participating in our school life. What's you saying? One of us killed Kyoko? That's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop talking.
Don't have time to explain it. There's a very little amount of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. You value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. So the game works after all. But I guess I was checking one from the file. Due to the explosion, victims dented unknown. They were, however, dead from before the blast. Victory stabbed a single time with a knife, so we pick his real body. Also, was struck with objects about sticks and metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The molecular file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. Cut that body. Could it be Kyoko? I mean, it's clearly not because it's so obviously hinting that it's not. Or I have no choice. I have to investigate. I am so confused. I have to uncover the truth myself. No matter what, to find what happened, or we're all dead. Need to go to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Nice. Trying to get started, better check everywhere. I mean, important, put them together. To know, do what I always do. First I want to check chickens. But this chicken coop. There are now 4 chickens. But there were 5 chickens. Yeah, 4.
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? I'm glad you're here. Listen, do your own chickens they were here? Of course, they're precisely 5. Yeah, right? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Ah! That's so weird. I went to where they disappeared.
But...
I was down here just before night time last night. There's definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
What are we going to do? Going from 5 to 4 is going to have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. It's best to ignore here and focus on the problem at hand. Why do one chickens disappear? Could be right in this case. It clearly is. Otherwise, why would we have that be part of the thing? This is plant control sprinklers. We've set the turn on at 7:30 for morning. A molecule was set up, times precisely positively couldn't be changed. Hold on. Sprinklers turn on at 7:30 every morning, right? And while it was before then, the sprinklers should have got it wet. The murder was taking place. Pretty fragments or something. They're all burnt, I can't be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like this before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'm gonna double check that later. Great. Listen better. Do you remember how his body looked before it blew up? I remember right. Wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. And there was a knife sticking out the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. And he wouldn't stop bleeding, but the blood under his body was still wet. He had to sort of touch anything to avoid getting bloody. But for how long the blood was there on the body, didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, that's a big help. Now you explained it, so I remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that didn't help me remember it got better too. So thank you too. For explosion. Okay. Check the body more thoroughly. You find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? Something good about this body's fingernails. It's effect nails, they're really long. Seems like they get in the way of a normal activity. Fake nails. There's a big fucking tattoo on it as well. I think in the back of the right hand. Another tattoo, got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing, but picture a dog or something. I've never seen anything like that before. Tattoo in right hand is the habit. Well, half the body didn't get wet at all. The body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped the bucket of water on it. Look at the bottom half, is it wet? I mean, water could seep. Something strange about that, right? The body covered with thing was. White jacket the victim was wearing got totally burned up. There's only one little piece left. Part of the body was set on fire and explosion. It's totally blackened. Also, part of the body is wet from the bucket of water I threw on it. That's pretty much. Because set on fire and threw water on it. Yes, we figured that out. This is only turned the water on the part of the body that was. Yeah. In other words, the body that changed out was top half being wet. There isn't, right? That's everything. Knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be a knife that stuck in the victim before it exploded. Of course, the explosion was thrown over here. Someone can put the knife on it all the way to the body and put it into the back. Does that be a knife that caused a pet injury? Either way, this knife does look familiar. Wait, it's the knife that I found. Clearly, it's the knife that I had. That's it. That's what the person was holding. It's getting really weird. There's too many strange coincidences. This person in the mask that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And the same knife used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance, so he reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe I if this is really Kyoko, then Kyoko's one that attacked me. But why the mask? Why the mask indeed? I just don't know. Didn't remember anything clearly about from last night. No, that can't be. There's no way. Good day, Makoto, I want to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after that time before last night. And well, I was sick, so I was sleeping all night. But why are you asking that now? What's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious that took place after nighttime? How can you be sure for that? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. He was spending most of the time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. Looking further, when I arrived last night, there was nobody here.
In other words,
So the murder could only have taken place at some point during night time after I left the garden. Toko, Hiro, Hino and I were in the gym together the entire last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hino's room together. At that point, we were all in the gym and began disbanding Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. He went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. They all didn't have alibis. And me and Kyoko.
that's right.
And the victim really is Kyoko. Don't even with that alibi. Also, we went to get here in Tokyo. We stopped by your room as well.
What?
You never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So dang, it seems to be at quite a disadvantage here. Anyone know that alibi? That's really bad, isn't it? It's not great, but I mean, they're wrong, surely. Oh, they're quick right now. Okay, Anne.
For serious.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about where on the first body we found. First on the body. When the body was found, her. This morning to help me remember what that was. Working with Nelson, it was at 7 o'clock, as usual. I head to Danganronpa pretty soon. Got there met with Hina. That was around 7:30. Head to the gym where everyone else was waiting. I still went to get a pickaxe, and that's when we pushed down the body. What time was that? No, what time was it? It's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay. That's right. Had to have been around 9 o'clock.
You know?
I know you mentioned it. I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure the body was found at 9 AM. Okay, that's my job then. It's a pretty small job. When the body was found. Okay. I don't know what's going to happen yet. Be sure to check the tool shed. It's dusty and disorganized. In other words, pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a top? It's a top doing here. I should look at that. Put it to the case. Okay, let's do that. The top is wet and covered in mud and grime. The other side, technically and completely dry. One side top is dirt and dirty. Something about this bothers me. That's the one thing here that concerns me. Just dirt case. Are you sure about that? Okay, check everything to the safe side. We're gonna get that at some point. Next week. Those two toes. So let's do okay. Well, they could do. They could do. Hello, Pasta. Well, how are you doing? Let's give you a shout out while you're here. How are you doing on this lovely morning? It is afternoon. It's the 3 p.m. in the afternoon. It is miserably wet right now. But
Onward.
we're having a good day. How are you doing?
Onwards to where? Oh! Okay.
What game is this? Oh, you're doing that? That's a weird game.
Party for two. They've got the best luck on in the whole world. Just because I'm excited and terrified.
Good, thank you for your shout out. How's the games going? Well, to summarize what happened, at the end of the last stream, we found a dead body. Then we went to expect a dead body at the start of this stream, and it exploded. So we can't tell who the dead body was because he's wearing a mask. So we're trying to figure out who did it. Apparently, I'm the only one with that solid alibi, but I don't think we did it. And the only person who could have done it isn't around. So we have no idea what's going on. But it's been good. We were trying to figure out what's happening. We were putting our detective brains into it. And I'm just super interested in what's going on. Really, because it's just so strange. But the stream smells great. Yeah, but it's very confusing. So I need to check. Just look at a fragment I found before. So we need to go on the confirm suspicions. Find more about Kyoko. That caught really Kyoko, that's true. Was also Kyoko who attacked you last night? Talk more about her. You can answer that question. Kyoko's never the person to talk about herself that much. We can get to realize the other part wrong. But get to her room.
It's all clear now.
Simply limit your options. I cannot allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. If any choice, proceed to look for our key room. Okay then. If this guy's a prick. Like, he's been very helpful and quite kind of smart, but he's a prick. I hate him. Do come up with a alibi, I'll happy to hear later at the fast route. Oh no, it's not about that. The key to Kyoko's room, but I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take the risk, so the promise of it after all.
What?
Of course I'd go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I'm going to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
You know, I'm mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. What a bastard. I really hope he gets killed at some point. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I should look somewhere else. Let's check out that one area. He looks like he's an absolute rich boy prick bastard. I don't like him. Don't like anything about him. It's just a nasty, nasty man. He's threatened to kill everybody at some point. He thinks he's so smart. You know, it's like basically Draco Malfoy, but like worse. Just an absolute dickhead. Like I was laying this man on the floor, but I think he wouldn't be here.
You know?
That's it. That's the bomb. Interesting. What is it? It's a what? A bomb. It's gonna sort anyone to kill a robot on shore. A BBB bomb? No bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the garden. Fragments in the dead body. Yep, sweet. Okay, check everything else I can think of. All the stuff now is Kyoko's room. I found Byakuya. Okay, went to the menu, but it didn't. No garden still? Yes, okay. What do you got planned for today? Pasta? Anything fun or exciting? You can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
I'm going to show Kyoko's room, right? Very well. Let's go. Oh, wait for me. Byakuya walked up at a second glance, and I hurried after him on the 15 dorms. I mean, the dude could have just come down with me as I was going that way anyway, but like, just honestly, fuck you. If it's smarmy little piece of shit. Oh, look, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid into the keyhole and then. And so, looks like it. Thanks. That's how keys work, guys. You put them into the keyhole and you turn them and the door unlocks. This is very minimalist. I'm surprised it was this way. I thought it'd be quite, but that's not, makes perfect sense. No bed thing. That's interesting. Right. Something on the table. A good block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. Lockers on all those traditional public bathhouses don't fill their lockers. Oh, well, then they're in the public bathhouse. Doesn't be surprising. Another picture would be anything something like that.
It's certainly possible.
My English is bad. But it's a key. I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure something in the dojo. This might go to dojo. Sweet. Nothing else. It's not bad. That's the only interesting at least not as far as the case is concerned. Ew. Of the bathroom, try to have certain articles hang up dry, I better not look inside. Ew.
Such ignorance.
You have to look around a bit more. Sure. But what? Blah 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 blah. Now check everywhere. How many comes this place? Just figure that out. For the monsters, actually, this matter what. The door? The door looks kind of weird, I guess. Alright. May I ever talk to you then? Fine.
What?
Not to come here, right? So what is your looking for? No big, I just wanted to find a total clue here. Could I help us understand Kyoko?
Come on.
You can't be serious, that's what you maybe take that's why maybe take time on my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if I'm poking around and random giving a matter what? No matter how much time you take, I can't read. Fucking hell. Should do something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. I need a cookie give you something. What is it?
It's true.
See what's in my determination. Don't open it yet. Open it if something ever happens to me. Sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's that envelope? Jill gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I open the envelope, looked inside. So I was seeing a piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
Is that a Isley Brothers song? That's what was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? What could it possibly mean, guys? What could look under the fucking stupid game? I bet it's made out of cardboard, but with those Olympic beds. But could something bigger hidden under the bed sheets? Yes. Carter didn't expect to find anything, but look at the sheets. What's this? Fuck, I'm gonna put a piece of paper. Class 78, student registry. Kuru Ikasawa.
I see.
Appears to be a Kuru Ikasawa's profile. Yeah, looks like it. Probably everything Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. Gotcha, so annoying, I'll tell you, it's the key and centered. That's it. It's been a blank one I was talking about. Kyoko said a death that made me was unappealing. This is what she left behind. There's time to send her condolences. I haven't finished your search. Okay. We never put myself together. I've looked down that profile sheet. Name: Kuru Ikushaba. Female. Ultimate soldier. Though small for her race, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She had been interested in the military from childhood, and she found herself completely absorbed in it. Elementary school, she won a Survivor game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Before entering middle school, while she and her family on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. So a Japanese woman who kidnapped quickly to go to Japanese media outlets. Intense international investigation turned no information she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She realized she joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she received advance training on her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. What does it mean? Indeed, this is all confusing. This game does pull some really cryptic shit at you, and it's like, just fucking tell me. And it's like, then at times it's like, hey, you've got these bedsheet stuff, let's do that, find out what that means. What could it possibly mean? It's dumb. So dumb. How about them? Yeah, okay. Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This is feel real. What I grew up in is like completely different dimension. Like one's non-fiction, the other's sci-fi. There's no way to compare the two. Uncryptic shit. This is when Darren Brown could be 3 course dinner. This is how I saw things, just a narrative person with them. I need to fix that actually, so when it does that, it also plays a clip. Because I want to just. But everyone, please follow back in the woods. I'll give you a shout out. That was actually pretty good.
Hi, doggy.
Thank you for the follow. I can't read your name because I just got menus up on my screen. Demon Venom Gamer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. How are you doing? Welcome on in.
The feel of battle, the clashing of bone and sinew.
Ah, this bit.
That's good, Snake.
I didn't just play Bell get slugged, it's like it's gonna happen here. There we go.
What?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
No, I want that. No, that's bullshit. I had that.
Good stuff. Deserved. Let's get him back himself into the corner.
I've got a thing there. I had him then. Oh my god. That is bullshit. Jesus fuck.
That's how I sort of think just the only person with them.
I see.
I'm not trying to hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Oh, you recognise? Of course he does. He's a connected man.
Naturally.
The Fenrir mercenary is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. It's all part of a world that they removed from the world I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumour I've heard is that Fenrir has already.
Found it!
Well, I feel like he's becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. That's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Oh, you found a profile. So what have we did?
Hey! Come
Don't
on!
think that on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. Well, in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. Even though she's told I didn't hit it. After all, there's no rule against skipping, is there? But I can't forgive Miss Amagi. I have broken the rules and busted into the headmaster's office. Maybe I'll drag a corpse out of here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are real violations really so forgivable? I'm quite adamant about this regulation of the guild. Miss Amagi? That was Sakura. Of course, a public school life is built on the dedication, organisation and order. Which is why even I, school headmaster, have to follow the regulations on myself. Okay, so you seem to follow your own rules as well.
Of course!
Absolutely. Can't be complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? On the subject of fairness, you'd like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's about writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in the killing game. I didn't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I think I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you first got together in the main hall, way back when, there were 15 people in there, right? think that's the first meaning you may have where there's a little misunderstanding among you all. Misunderstanding? Are you saying...
In other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
The total number of the students taking part in this killing game is actually 16. Well, then we kind of figured that out already. 16, then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student,
This is like the
lying
5th
hidden
time we've seen
somewhere in the
this.
school.
I knew this would keep coming back. I knew this would keep coming every other
The
time.
one they call
It's going to
the
come back at least 2 more
ultimate
times, I
despair.
think.
Watch out for her.
16 student, Makuru Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. She's making all the regulations is... Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because. I told you, this is a killing game desperately popular. It is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. Since it was so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. Don't wake up in a hurricane with complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense.
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Piss Yellow Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
No, she wears the stupid gloves day in, day out. All the time. Well, don't tell her I told you, but she wears the concentrate hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you'll get. Okay. Kiko wears those gloves to cover a bunch of scars. What's on the back of her hand? That tattoo. Wait, but no. Look, if she looks at those scars, right? So Kiko wears those gloves to hide the scars, which means let's fake those on the corpse. You think about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters now is uncovering the monkey in this trap. This trap.
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't what Makuro just told us. So there's 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously Makuro was trying to tell us that Makuro is one of the creators of the game. Why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there weren't any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said this proves that Makuro was connected to this case. That's when Monica revealed the existence of a 16 student. He used to make our investigation fair. Makuro relates to this case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps to only kill Kyoko. Okay. What? That would explain why we have to deal with... Why we'd have to deal with that. That would explain why we have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? Yeah, my brain is completely failed. She's a student, she killed someone, that would make her a part of the school killing game. Makuro was the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should come to that conclusion, don't you think? That's not true. You're a fucking idiot. In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
Basically, want to come to solve us? I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Makuro Ikusaba is not the culprit. Would you say that? I thought Makuro, Ultimate Despair, was the mastermind's true identity. If that's true, then Makone's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Makuro's dealing with information that raised questions about her revolt, to say the least. Makes more sense then to assume Makuro isn't the culprit. So that's a trap. He wants to suspect Makuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely is impossible, but if that's really true, Makuro isn't the killer, who is? Well, then I believe the work is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in the investigation. Just find out that Key and Dojo are really connected.
let's go.
Well, we covered. Yeah, I think this is going to make it seem like Kyoko is the mastermind and then the killer. So wooden lockers here. Here's a wood lock key, like some sort of traditional big bathhouses. So the key found in Kyoko's room really does go into these lockers.
I see.
Do you see the lockers file from the right?
Very strange.
Anyone doesn't have a key in the moment. Right. Just to understand what this means, right? Should probably use the key we found in the locker room, right?
That's right.
Just try it. Guys, we're figuring out how key works again. It's the third time. Okay. Amazing. Take that little key, insert it into the lock's metal lock and click. The lock key clicks over the key and opens it. There are arrows in here. It's like 10 arrows in total. You have titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Because of a bow, they need nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Interesting. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. So wadded up, boiled duct tape. I wonder what that's used for. Is that a bloodstain?
I see.
If it is, that means we're surely related to the case. Duct tape is related to the case somehow? How could Hoss be involved? Probably take the bomb to the corpse. It's not gonna lie. I think that's all the locker stuff for now. Something wrong?
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? Doctor's hiding items that clearly relate to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Back here? Forget it. Tell me to continue to the next location. What next location?
What?
It's an interesting to look into. Continue more search on Fenrir. Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Makura was part of? How to find out that? Probably in the library. Is it obvious where the school together for research or something? Research. What, the archive? Yep. The archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't want access to.
Let's go.
When it's so much time for the trial begins, that's how we don't. So you might have been here. We've done far back to Fenrir somewhere over here. Rox seems to know the archives at the back of his hand. Went straight for the shelf at the back. Ah, here we go. Completely turn with the file in his hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. No idea what it says or what language it is. How'd you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schools don't speak French. But whatever, I'll read it to you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. If it wasn't for me, Byakuya, everyone would be fucking dead the first trial. I've been solving every single goddamn case with Kyoko help, but you've been useless. And you basically cried last time. 100 times? That's kind of extreme. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit, based out of the Middle East. Like military contractors, they're a fierce group of soldiers to engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, they're bull for Ragnarok. Their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They've been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely ceased to like the video. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. The unconfirmed reports that key members of the group were all neutralized. It was indicated that they were killed to keep them from revealing many state secrets they had acquired. Some, however, believe there was a mounting internal tension between the group and it simply imploded.
What?
What is it? It sort of sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality and the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable and unimaginable world. That's what makes it also exciting. Exciting definitely is the word I would use. See if anything jump out at you. This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the post is something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is a wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, there's something interesting related to that. To show that they were a member of each team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body, or that explains the wolf tattoo. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean profiles been updated? Interesting. Right, I'm going to be right back to pee. It's going to be class trial time now, so I will see you in a couple of minutes. Alright, we are back. Let us continue. This is going to be the class trial being over. Also at the start, rather. I'm assuming.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Let's do it.
So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
So the time has come. What we can do now is to try and cover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. So my question is, if it isn't Kyoko, or if it isn't the other person, wouldn't they have to attend the trial if they're considered alive? But also, then why is that other person not been attending the trials this whole time? Kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Well, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together? Well, that could be too. We just disappeared without a word. We're investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out at this point? I mean, you're not wrong. Makoto's right high enough for you guys to go out together, just the two of you? What are you, jealous?
Hey.
You're making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself.
What?
Stop talking about yourselves. We'll be here any second. Any second. Sure, any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But I stood for 5 minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. 5 minutes again 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
He died again. Should we do? Should we keep waiting here or? Oh, right. Jesus. Did I scare ya?
Come on.
I do want an explanation. Why did you waste the time and make me wait like that? What? It made you wait? Go it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
When everyone's arrived, we can't start it until everyone's here, yeah, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. We've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I just punish the one making us wait. Right? Bill of Great's violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. Is it me you're waiting for? I'm here. Let me heard that voice, feel spun around to look.
Hey,
Interesting. I'm here, no rules been broken. Kyoko. Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a good. Fuck you. Stop talking, right? What if I did the class trial? You need to save some of that fun for later, right?
What?
But it's okay, there's no particular penalty for being late.
is that right?
Main hit is fine, what civil regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You might accept penalty officially, but I will bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts over to the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Do you know what? Do you know what it is? I think it's Hero. I think it's Hero. Because he liked going into the garden. He knew when the sprinklers would have been around. He would have been the one to know how to protect himself from the sprinklers. He showed himself being tech savvy when he fixed the TV. He was the one who figured out what the bomb was. I think it's Hero, and if it's not Hero, I will eat Otis. Kyoko. Because they've been red herring Hero 2 fucking trials in a row now, and he has to snap at some point. He probably saw the body, freaked out, and then tried to kill someone else with it. He saw the body, saw the other person, freaked out. That's what I think it was. So he really didn't die?
Indeed.
And of course, I'm going to say that I have not seen any spoilers. I've not watched any Let's Plays past the end of the last trial. I've not seen anything online, and I'm just going on speculation. But this is what I think's happened. He didn't die. God, I'm so glad you're okay. But then, wow, this doesn't explain the stuff in Kyoko's room. Unless she... Perhaps not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right now going to deal with the go-go-goes. Told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. We don't need to discuss. We can't do it during the trial. Can do it during the trial. Whatever looking directly at Kyoko, and Pyaka stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what will happen to us if we take too long.
But...
We have been, this trial's over. Well, after another, I'm going to pile into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. You've got some explaining to do, Missy. Doesn't think it's start, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to get started, didn't you? So,
Correct.
you went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid the molecular completely. Of course, I also missed the announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea body had been discovered. Then what did you find out?
So...
Just now, finished my research, came back down. It's time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go to the crime scene first. I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. If you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what that key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
It's one kind of secret tool. You could open any lock in the school. Nice rhymes. What? Kyoko's account. Add to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
Go to just after we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Well, now I need to focus on satisfying our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this probably single most crucial moment so far for me. For her. That's a strange way to put it. Class trials are important to everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Makoto made her way to the elevator. Still thinking what she said, right? For a while, last one left, I slipped in the elevator. Being the last one left, I can't read. And the door slid shut. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and dread began to consume me once again. Can't imagine ever getting used to that mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the door was open without a warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. It wasn't the illuminating light of hope. Something about despair. It was the blinding light of despair. Yeah, I'll be right. Oh, this is fucking ugly. This is the ugliest room I've seen so far. It's not because of the pink curtains, it's because of the fucking... the colour scheme of the tiles. I've been waiting for this. Like, it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's go on with the show. Intense music is making this game for me. The music is so good. Like, it's so intense. It's like, but it's not intense. It's like just the perfect thing. I've always said in other streams past that Japanese composition, it just seems to be on like a whole different level. It's like, it's so much better stylized with this simple like basic orchestra shit that you get in most of the Western games. And like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But when you play a game like Final Fantasy, not that I play Final Fantasy that much, or this, or Persona 5, even Mario or Sonic, the soundtrack is just on like a whole other level. And it just sounds like much more interesting and like integral to the story. It helps out, sets the mood a lot better. Get the real defense to be faced. Daily class trial. There we go. He says the same shit every episode, so I skip that. It's because I'm just sick of saying it. Saving it. Oh, we have a new skill. Let's try and go over the clues first so I can make sense of it. They put it awkward. Oh, you're damn right, Gemma. You're damn right. Or Chris. I can't even say that. Or it does sound like the kind of Sonic Adventure kind of like trippy stuff. I think it's like, you know, like the whole kind of like when you're in the like the weird fast shit levels. So this is a I'm just looking at the clues right now. So that definitely isn't Kyoko. She's not there. That's obviously the 16th person. Yeah. They wouldn't be. It couldn't have been. Well, we didn't bother considering it to be Kyoko anymore because she clearly isn't dead. I still think it's 100% Hero. 100% Hero. If it's not Hero, then I don't know. I don't know. We have extra skills now. But that's what, we've been so shit with skills. I don't know what I've been doing wrong. Well, I do not do wrong. We're giving shit gifts. Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
This is for those of you who have not been to the whole stream, so you can know what's going on with these trials.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
And for those of you who don't know, punishment means execution, and execution means death. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim
I
is.
also like the trials, because I don't have to talk as much, which is great.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
What?
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
You're a fucking idiot.
But she has legs and stuff.
Ghosts could have legs. I mean, sure, why would they not have legs?
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Same.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Well, the fact that she's standing right here and there's no dead fucking body. Why are we even considering this? Why is this a consideration? It's like, yeah, this is clearly not the person who's dead. Because the person who's dead is dead and the person who's not... Fucking stupid. Absolutely stupid. Speaking of stupid, hello, Cricket Bad. You're not stupid, I just wanted to set up shit side play. How are you doing? I'll give you a shout out, that was horrible. Yeah, I'll shout out it. How are you doing? How's your day going?
Yeah, I'm still keep running because Storm is very far. Circle isn't like it's very far.
Got one.
Nice.
Did anyone on fucking
Oh, yeah,
chat
but-
see that shit?
Nice.
1
Yes, I did.
hour and 58 seconds in. Okay, I got this. I'm clipping that shit. Unless somebody wants to clip it from me
Great.
right now.
Guys, you stay here. I'm not muted. I'm surely not muted. Please tell me I'm not muted. My mic should be going, right? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I should not be muted. What's going on? What's going on? No? Okay, cool. Alright, maybe your ears are just broken, Cricket Man. How are you doing? That was really... Oh dear. How are you doing anyway?
Her traits?
When portraying Kyoko, but it presents Kyoko's face. Well, it wasn't. It was also burnt. You know, that's it's a perfectly valid thing to question. She didn't have a burnt face, man. I'm good. Stupid is what the stupid does. I mean, we're all stupid. It's fine.
I got it!
We're all completely stupid.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some
Glad
insight
you're well.
into the
Glad you're well.
mystery.
Have you got a busy day at
I'm
work
sure
today?
of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
But with
And would you happen to know the answer?
yes.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want
Trusted dreaded
anyone
meaning.
to
Excellent.
see.
Love that for you. Hope you didn't get into much trouble, but that sounds so on brand for you. So on brand. Which I did miss Temperature stream. I was epic tired stream because not even last night, yesterday I was like walking to the doctors. Someone left a fucking shopping trolley for those of you in the UK, in the middle of a footpath, like a really narrow footpath in a dangerous place. So I told her, that's stupid. I'm going to put it back to the store because it's dangerous. Carried it all the way fine because the wheels weren't working. And then I got to like a place where I can push it into place. Threw my fucking back out. So I was like, I'm done. I'm going to go to bed early. How did that go anyway? I just see you alive. How did that go? Yeah, it sucks. Like I had a bath afterwards. It kind of helped a little bit, but still a bit stiff today. But it is what it is.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
That's the honestly truth story. Like being a nice person to help people not die, get my back thrown out. So like I was saying to everybody, don't be nice to people. I wish I had a better story, but I don't have one. I really don't.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
I don't have bedroom stories. That's never happened. Never happened at once. Go to bed. Go back to your meeting. Have a sleep. I think it's burn up the explosion.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
It's not, how? Why is this even? Again, why is this a question? She's right fucking there. How? Like, I am absolutely confused by how stupid this logic is. Thank you for the anonymous cheerer. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
That's stupid.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse
Damn
is
it.
absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Fucking. It was me. I'm so serious. I figured it was you because you're usually the bit giver.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost. Okay, then prove
The dead body
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Boom. Idiot. You're a stupid idiot. Better be a giver than a tit giver.
No.
There's nothing wrong
There's
giving
no
out tits.
way the corpse was
If you want to give
wearing
out your tits to
gloves.
people, then go for it. Just don't hurt anybody in your process. Make sure that you're not, you're not doing anything behind someone's back or doing it to someone behind their someone's back. It is discount. Speaking of things, it's Red Gem. I don't know if you saw it on another stream, but I do have that ready and waiting, which I am very excited to play at some point. Nobody that of course wearing gloves.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
You didn't know anything, so you're in any place to talk. You think it's a fucking ghost?
It's you.
Yes.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Correct.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Again, ignoring the fact that she's right fucking there. How could it be her?
Which should have been obvious since she's
Thank you,
standing right here.
Byakuya. You.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
This is just more spent the fact that he's trying to basically throw everyone off the scent because he's the one who did it. Before anything's done by the victim. Everything starts from there. I hate hands away, fake nails. Well, I get that too. But you're not trying to hide them in gloves, because if you wore gloves on your hands, I guess it wouldn't work unless you cut your finger holes out so you can. But that's just not a terrible idea. But still.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
Yeah, so this
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Okay. That was done. No,
Shoot!
it wasn't wrong. It was not. That was not wrong. I'm kind of right.
If Kyoko really is
Still, then who died?
There's gotta be. I don't think so. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body,
then there's nothing
Damn
else
it.
we can do, right?
That's probably what it was. Well, how about that?
Kyoko really? Then who died?
There's gotta be. I don't think so. The face was scorched, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
well, if we can't identify the body,
There you go.
No, that's wrong.
That's super right. Super wrong, right?
was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
Makoto sounds like such a fucking tool.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Cruel and unusual death? This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously?
Right.
They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
Really? Depending, it's gonna be the blah blah blah. I should have given the clues. This.
I got it!
That.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
Fenrir. The image I represent Fenrir is. I wonder what it could be. It's a 4-letter word. Doesn't own an L in it. Is it a Hulf? No, it's probably a wolf.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
Yeah.
Wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf.
Right.
Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir.
Right.
So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Right.
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole...
Hey.
Thank you for the hey, Crickbird. How are you doing? What is up, dog? How much is up with you?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yeah.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Right. Because of the fact that she...
After all, looking at her profile,
Yeah.
I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Yeah. She did tell me that. That was a bit weird.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
She did.
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Correct.
Then who's the real mastermind?
We don't know.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
I still think it could be Kyoko.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
I still think Kyoko is partly involved with the rule setting. I don't know.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Oh.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter,
Would you rather
and chit-chat
go into the past, meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren? Well, in order to have great-great-grandchildren, I would need to have children. So that would be interesting to know if that actually happens. And also the past, they probably think I'm a witch. Because, you know, fucking time travel is like... Fucking you, this guy, he's got weird symbols on his hands, he's wearing stupid clothes, he's a witch, burn him. Don't want that shit. I'll probably go to the future. Although, it depends on where far I go to the past. If I go far back in the past to, like back in, Back to the Future 2, where they're like, oh, hey, you can figure out all the sports stuff and make bets and win that way. That'd be interesting. But then also, if I go with that information, I'll probably split the timeline. Is that a bit? Yeah, I don't know. Probably the future though. What about you? This is chat. This is for everyone in the chat as well. Please answer that question. I'd probably go into the future because they'd be like, I can impart some wisdom of, like, you know, the shits I took the other day. I don't know. Well, the burritos, how different they are. Future for sure, absolutely, yeah. Because they'd be like, this fucking old person who looks like that person in pictures that I've seen. This will then explain why I disappeared for an X amount of time at one point because I went to the future, and or maybe forever. Maybe I didn't die. I went to the future and split the timeline. But that will explain why they didn't realize what happened because I went to the future. Because time is linear and you literally change one thing, and literally changing one thing at a time would be going to the future. So I could choose not to. That timeline would be like, fine, whatever, and I choose to. I'll be missing. People know where I am, and it'll affect some more than others, but people will move on and whatever, and I'll just be like, you know, whatever, forgotten. Until I show up later and it's like, what the fuck happened? Oh, time travel. So that's how I do, because I think I'm going to the past, but like, again, past you would like to get killed because I'm going to burn you as a witch or whatever. Plus, you know, I'd rather not meet smelly ancestors because, I mean, first time probably stank a lot better. The healthcare was a lot worse. Just you know. Unless I can go back, but even then, if I can go back, then why would I want to go back if I can go back? I could go forward then go back. So yeah.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this.
Future for sure too. Yeah, I agree with that. Thanks, Gemma. Thanks, Gemma. That is the busted answer. Now, what did the Jonas Brothers say? They said doing fine, didn't they? But we didn't talk about Jonas Brothers cover shite. You gotta go shite. Like, just don't do it if you're gonna change the lyrics. Just no. No.
No matter what happens, we will find out who
What
you really
would you
are.
choose, Gemma?
I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record.
I would rather live by both, to be honest with you. I've got to do anyway. Don't give a shit, and whatever happens, happens. Yellow. Primatata. Carpe diem. I mean, yeah, that's just let's see if things are going well, they go back. Let's see people only have a heart broken. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. At least the people you haven't met, be like, these are all new people. Maybe times have changed, or if they haven't changed, then if you can go back, you say, well, this isn't going to work. Let's try and find another way of doing it. Or maybe there's no other way of doing it and we're all fucked anyway. Because, duh. We're all fucked anyway, so I mean, eat the rich. I would rather have my wisdom teeth pulled because that's the thing people actually do. My butt cheeks are going to remain unpierced. But I did have my butt cheeks taped with a staple gun at one point, which was really cool and fun for that person to do. Why they brought staple gun into secondary school, I have no idea, but they did it, and they're an asshole, so fuck you, Neil.
The reason we're having a class trial is
Yeah, I out your
because
name.
a
You're not the
murder
watching this, so
among
fuck
the
you, Neil.
students has taken place.
If you're watching this, please subscribe.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Yes! How are we're going over this again?
Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Yes.
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
You're a fucking idiot.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
No for the pain. Well, Bacon, you do you, and if that's what you want to do, I fully support your endeavours. Let us know how it goes.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
I think it was you,
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
because... Yeah,
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
he's going to assume it's me or Kyoko. I don't think it's either of us. Based on, yeah.
I got it!
I got it, it's me!
Narrowed
Shit!
it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm.
At least that way you're trying to... That's why you get tattoos, Bacon. Tattoos make you feel good, and they have nice art on your hands.
That at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden.
I live for the butt cheeks. They're the same. I mean, but not with putting holes in them. I mean, that would be like, how would that work? Are we talking about like piercing them together to like kind of close up the whole asshole situation? Because that's stupid. That's like it's just like Jackass, didn't they? It's just stupid. Don't do that. Of course, the piercing that could work. You could get like right above the tailbone. That would suck, but at least it would look pretty. Like kind of like a tramp stamp kind of thing, but with like a nice little piercing. I can see that working. Something to hold on to, maybe. I don't know.
However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
Right.
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis.
I swear Solo did that in one of them. It sounds very like them.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Yes,
exactly so.
So only suspects now, me and Kyoko? Well, I mean, that's never been the case because it's always been someone completely out of left field. Which, damn it, I can't understand. Someone has to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yes.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Right.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Right.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
That was around 9 a.m.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 o'clock.
I got it!
Yeah, we did.
The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m. since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Right. Hey, it's a flashback. Blah 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 blah. Yep.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Right.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30.
Right.
I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
That's not true because we had Kyoko in my room. Can't bring up that period. There, just to prove that it didn't happen then that time. I had an alibi. That made it clear when his body ends up in the garden. Sprinklers. It's going to be the clue.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Right.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Okay.
Shoot!
I'm being an idiot.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an
Let's
alibi
play
for
out,
most
see
of
what I
that
figure
time.
out.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
Bacon.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Still have this gun. Okay, I don't.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time. We've established a time frame for the murder.
I think this is right.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Oh.
Shoot!
What am I doing? What am I doing?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah,
Wait.
from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Nope. Stop that.
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took
gotta be
place
this.
somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
What? Like, I hit sprinklers on that before. Why is that not working for me? Am I being stupid?
We've established a time frame for the murder.
I'm being really dumb.
It took
I'm
place
being
somewhere
really
between
dumb.
10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No, that's dumb. Why did it? Yeah, that. Another pet you're allergic to, a pet you don't really like. I've had a pet you don't really like. I didn't like that. The pet I'm allergic to, I think would be better because at least I like them and want to be around them, but I just couldn't. Rather than someone that would be like, I hate you and you're making my life miserable and I don't want you here. But you're a dog and I hate you're not my dog. But I can't get rid of you because you're a piece of shit. So yeah, I think I'd rather put I'm allergic to. Because that way I can at least, like, you know, get on with them, but anyone who's not. Oh, I fucked this up. I've missed something completely obvious and I don't know what I did wrong there. I just want to give it another shot.
Refuse to give up.
I refuse to give up, you know.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Let's try this first.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Shut up.
Shoot. We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Shoot.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
I'm just gonna
and 9 o'clock
guess
in the
blame
morning.
we know that I'm doing wrong.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
What?
Shoot.
Okay.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
I'm just gonna fail on trial and error because I really have no idea what I'm doing.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Because what I'm thinking should happen isn't making
somewhere
sense.
between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No, that wasn't gonna work. Alright.
Shoot.
Don't. Shut up. Shut up, Boo. Yeah, it's my fault. Try again, whatever. I hate how it spells congratulations wrong.
I refuse to give up yet.
I refuse to give up. But honestly, I'm trying to figure out what it wants me to do. What does it want me to do?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and...
What?
No, it's wrong.
What? That wasn't exactly accurate to the other one.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30,
Okay.
then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I have a bad case
Fucking
of
Christ, it
diarrhea.
made me jump.
I
Thank
have
you
a
for
bad
the
case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
Was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Nice.
Great time for the nice.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean?
What do I mean indeed?
By denying the sprinkler.
God damn it. This is gonna be content strike. Oh, I wrote with this. Turn. No, what time is it? That will get me a copyright notice on my YouTube upload. Love that. Love that so much. So this is a sitcam, Bacon.
It's no use!
Thank you for abusing. Thank you for abusing my things. But don't explain try and deny my entire assistance.
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler,
I mean, I can understand why she didn't see this because I threw the bucket. She was exploded at that point, and she was probably unconscious.
you better tell us why!
Took a second, I should cover it. You got yourself, and I should make it clear. Okay, we go with this fucking shite.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! I don't know anything.
69 combo, take that. How's that?
How can you say it wasn't this?
Should prove it.
I'm sorry about anxiety, Bacon, but it's funny, isn't it?
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
But she was exploded at that point. She's not going to remember it. How are you telling her?
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Yeah.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom is completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
What?
I'm so sick of her.
Me too.
Let's just move.
Hot!
Thank you for your bad.
The reason only the top half was wet was because
Do I have to explain it? Okay, it's going to just do it for me. Thank Christ.
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Yeah.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
No fucking shit.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Correct. I still think it's 0.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
Yeah.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
Correct.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Yep. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Makoto's killer is. No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko's murdered someone that's...
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
What?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone.
I mean, that's what anyone would say in this situation, so at least she's not totally insane.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
A trap.
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me?
I still think it's 0.
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Don't tell her how she's thinking.
Huh? She did?
Did she?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Yeah, but that doesn't...
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
Well, we haven't heard it from her, so we're having his fucking speculation.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
No.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
She's talking about the tarp that was in the shed.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
So that's something that in the scenes used to cover up the body. Could have been. Not that. Could have been the white tarp.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Yeah,
You catch on quick.
I do. I found it.
All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
Yes.
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
Yes.
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Surprisingly, yes.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
Right.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
I don't like your attitude. I done nothing wrong to you and you're blaming me? Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that. Well, I guess I did have a knife. That tarp. This is where Kyoko said. Touch the body, right? Put the body.
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's going to think I'm the killer. I have to repeat what Kyoko said. It's going to be the before the body
By
explosion.
covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Right.
Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
Yeah.
If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Correct.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Well, then it would be fucking dirty, you dickhead.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Yeah. That's where the chicken was missing. The blood was camouflage.
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
Which is why they stabbed them and made the... yeah.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No.
No, that's not what happened this time.
No.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Yes. It's gonna be the chickens.
I got it!
It's gonna be the chickens. Someone sacrificed a chicken.
Chicken blood?
Chicken blood.
What? Chicken blood?
Chicken blood.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Yes.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
Yes.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
Correct.
Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
At least you're thinking with your heart and your stomach.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Right.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Right.
The ground was completely clean.
Well, so much for the chicken. Where did the chicken go?
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
I'm guessing it died somewhere and then they moved it using the tarp. Like that was.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so. Wait,
No.
no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
And it was upside down. The looks of it.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off.
Right.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Right.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
Yeah, what?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Okay.
Maybe, but still.
Still what? Yeah.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not right.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
Not right. It's not possible. It's not right.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why's Kyoko trying to entrap me? Don't understand. Okay.
Well then, it looks like
That's
we're back
new.
to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are
Hello,
him
Otis.
and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
That's sus.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, it's not.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
Out with it, you dingus.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Yeah,
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
correct.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Yes.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
More important, now that we have a knife, we gotta deal with it. We can't let her keep it, that's for sure. Don't know what she might do. I want it anyway. So what to do? Where do you hang on to, Makoto? Me? Yeah,
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
correct.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then why did you hide that fact?
Yeah, why did you hide that fact?
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
It's just what? Couldn't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed.
Just want you guys to see how happy this little bean is. He's gonna run away, of course. Look at the camera. Look at the camera, Otis. Look at his little happy face. What a lad.
The knife we found stuck in the body.
You bite me now, I'm gonna be really cross.
Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
You seem super eager this time to be like trying to pin the bear on someone. Like more so than usual. I think to now, shield is clear. Prove the murder one. I am not the killer. You know what?
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Thanks.
It really is, isn't it?
It's gonna be the
I
party
was
now.
afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it.
Thanks, buddy.
Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no
No, that was
question.
it. That was it.
You took that knife of yours and...
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh, Charles removed. Which means the knife was thrust through the curtain to the body.
The knife we found lodged.
That's clawing my neck. Just clawing my neck. Why do you do this?
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because I that automatically makes me the
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Yes, no,
Shoot!
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
What's wrong? You dingus.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed
Stop
Mukuro.
clawing my neck, please. It's not okay.
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Yeah.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her!
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Thanks, Otis.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Yeah.
Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Correct.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. wants to kill her and wants to cover it up.
You're an idiot. We can stab twice in the same spot? No, there's no way it's possible. That's not right.
Shoot!
Idiot. I mean, it was this. I went to click on the other one.
The Monokuma file clearly
We had any
states that there
lessons
was
and
only one
no,
stab
apart from lessons in how to solve murders, which have been practical always. But there's been no classes, which I'm kind of glad for, because that wouldn't have been fun. By then, let me just get the cat out. Are you muted the camera? So don't put it back for whatever reason. This is absolutely right. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah, they've been absolutely no lessons whatsoever, other than like trying to solve murders, which I think doesn't count. I mean, no, it might count, but I don't think it does.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Yep.
Then the knife
was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
It's pretty dumb because
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
yeah.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
Correct.
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
Correct.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Correct.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but
Oh god, there we go.
what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
Ooh, take that.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
You're a fucking idiot.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Who, Byakuya? Yeah, he's an absolute prick. I wish I wanted to die from the very beginning. Well, I think that's what everyone who's played this game about. He is such a fucking... That's just an absolute fucking douche.
Go ahead, Makoto.
Absolute.
Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Like, I want him to die. I want him to be murdered and just like strung up.
This game's a bunch of poopy ass dicks. Covered in chocolate feces.
That. Thank you, Bring It Bad.
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Yes.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Yes.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
Yeah.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
What's he holding there? That's what I'm also curious. Maybe it was Byakuya. Now I'm going to stick with Hero, but that's
It's part of a bomb.
because Hero has been shown to be tech savvy, which is always important.
Oh, then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Correct.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Yeah.
And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Not that easy.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
What did kill her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
I mean, it will, because we'll know the fact of what killed her. You dingus. You think you're so smart, but you're just a complete stupid dumbass. You tell me what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. We're going to have to find something, because this is useless.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Yep.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Yeah.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Well, that was unrelated.
Then, shall we continue the debate?
Yeah.
The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
No.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah.
Well,
And it wasn't
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
then shall we continue the debate?
The victim's fatal injury has...
The explosion didn't kill her.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was
Damn
evidence
it.
that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Wrong button.
Shoot.
Shut up. Okay.
Then shall we continue the victim's fatal...
The explosion didn't kill...
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't
Oh yeah. According that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her
This
entire
doesn't work.
body.
I'm going to be thinking harder.
Then shall we continue the victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
No, it's wrong.
Okay. I was right. Just fiddly.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head.
And it's
she
Shaka.
suffered.
Didn't realize Dad with angry eyebrows.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Correct.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Yeah.
What was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
No.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Wow.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
The arrows that win that.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Your murder weapon is going to be the titanium arrows.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
Yeah.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
I still don't think it was Kyoko, but this is really against her.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds...
But Byakuya also had her key. could have found it.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Don't really hear delicate. There's one thing about the weapon. One more secret.
The titanium arrow.
Let's play Falcon.
It was in the Dojo Locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
That's it. No, that's...
Shoot!
That logical. That was very logical.
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must... It seems like an arrow.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
Just saying, wouldn't it be thick enough?
The titanium arrow. It was in the Dojo Locker. I have no doubt that was the...
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, it said the weapon must have been... It seems like an arrow. Talking back to... You have no right!
Okay, so look, I think the too thin arrow won't
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, because in the... It said the weapon must have been about as thick. It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master! You have no right!
Yeah. And you probably could still come with a bird whacking every arrow. It's taking a long
The
time.
titanium arrow. It was in the Dojo Locker, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
What?
Shoot!
Okay.
The titanium arrow. It was in the Dojo Locker, right?
2 more shots.
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
This? No.
Shoot!
Okay, so let's do that.
The titanium, it was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, because it said the weapon must have been about... It seems like an arrow would just be too...
So they tape them together, bash the... Yeah, that's really good. Okay.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the Dojo Locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape.
Right.
The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
So why do they keep the duct tape in the same locker unless they try and apply it on Kyoko?
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the Dojo Locker, it was you, Kyoko.
Yeah, no.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
We do kind of have some proof that shows that she...
What's the matter?
Yeah.
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
It's like a pixel artifact of this thing. Do they not like crop out all of the background that's just floating there?
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I had the evidence. Evidence Kyoko went to the dojo. And it was going to be a block the...
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the Dojo Locker.
Yeah.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
Right.
It was in my room?
The only other person who had her was Byakuya. It has to be Byakuya then.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
He's the only one that could have put it in her room. I don't know how.
This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
And that would make sense because she embarrassed him last time, but it still could have been Hero because he's Texan. I'm torn between him.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her.
Yeah.
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
What? She's protecting me. Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? She came to my rescue. Could that be when? Should mean that Kyoko? She killed someone for me.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Nah, I don't think it's that simple.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
Yeah.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
Yes, because you were the one with the key. Yeah, because you know better than anyone. What does that mean? He had the key. You have the key. Okay, this is a fake word. This is for sure.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Look, he's sweating now. He's
Exactly
fucking
what I
sweating.
said.
He's sweating.
I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Yes, he would.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the Dojo Locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Right. Yep. Okay, I've got one chance this fight to get game over, which is going to be really fucking annoying.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
I don't think it's that.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Do that. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Ooh. Good for dashing because I'm about to gig, but thanks. No problem, Gemma. I hope you have a really good time at the gig, and yeah, see you soon. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure having you here. Before you go, Gemma, let's give you one more shout out, and because I can, because everyone should give Gemma a follow. She did hit 200 followers, so please, if you're not following Gemma, please do it, or I'll be sad.
He's literally just like,
Yes, it's a good
my
clip.
son, my boy. Look what they've done to you, my boy.
Hey, it's a good clip.
Look how they've massacred my boy. This man is as sex addict he is, I can believe that.
It's how his leg was clipping through his head, just the whatever way around. That was supposed to make sense. Beautiful.
Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Right.
I see. So that's what you meant.
Why are you sweating, buddy?
And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
Yeah, you dingus.
Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
Right.
Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
No.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
Correct. That's not actually true. She's got the... yeah. But it... She just doesn't like her. Just if so, she's just desperate why. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Yeah, 'cause she has that weird skeleton key thing. Did you hear me into what Kyoko said earlier? You vote for me and I here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let it happen. This is the trap the mastermind laid for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko. But... well, that's not really true. What can I do? What should I do? What should I? The mastermind's trap. Victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. We spent all your time trying to avoid danger and never move forward. We know the danger. If that's the risk that we solve the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? It's never done this before. It has never done this before, and I don't know what to do. But we can't let it go. We absolutely cannot let it go. As much as I want to not let it go, want to let it go and have her not be the thing, we have to close every loophole. There's going to be more to this, but we have to call her out.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko's definitely lying, and mostly because it's a deeper truth of what she wants to keep hidden. Kyoko's account.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room.
But the murderer, if it could also figured out the key or whatever it was, could have got into that room, into any room too.
You said so yourself, didn't you?
If it
Kyoko?
wasn't Byakuya's key, it could have been them figuring it out too, and they just think, fuck it, let's keep going on Kyoko. This shows not right. If you want to become a secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. Good rhymes. What? Then
Become a secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Then I guess that's it.
I don't believe
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
Like I said, this was a trap, and I wasn't able to escape it.
Yeah, there's still more to this. I don't...
So I lost. That's all this means.
Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
No.
Okay, time's up! Huh? I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out! So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using
This
the
is-
lever in front of you!
This is weird.
But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
No, we don't. You've not proved anything. I don't understand. I don't understand. Got it right. Brilliantly right. Got it right. Don't Kyoko really is the killer, but what's strange is going on here. Something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
I'm hugely confused, Ted.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I don't understand what's going on. But sure, okay. Okay, Kyoko's dead, that's sad. Okay then, I kind of want to see where this is going to go. So it's just, I'll see until we get to the end of this chapter, because this is not looking great. I'm very, very confused. Well, it's getting a bit dark. That's how the class trial of Kuro Ikusaba came to an end. So that's when the cake was actually innocent or regardless, truth is lost forever. Even for me. Stop thinking about it. This is the end of Ukuro's class trial, and the end it proves to be our last class trial. Once that class case is over, there's never a single murder and hopes we get over again. Obtain peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Peace with myself. The fucking Taco dead? Also, what? peacefully for us. This is the only hope we have. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
Bastards! They faked me out. They fucking faked me out. I claim. That's why I had to. But first characters, no, I'm not. So that's really. What do I do? So... I guess we let it go. Maybe that's it. After leaving Kyoko. There's no way she can kill someone. Something that's has to do with the Mastermind Trap Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
I can't believe they faked me out like that.
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the
So that was a fake out. I like how he first of all assumed that Toko was the only one who would die. Then how Byakuya was just get on with everybody, and then everyone just had turns of having sex with Hina to make babies. And that'd be fine, that'd be totally okay. What the fuck was that? So it's to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker room with someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
Right.
You! What are you trying to imply?
They're trying to figure that out.
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
But you're sweating.
I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
No.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
Right.
And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Is this another fake out?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
I'm so confused.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
I guess that was right. Hooray. Don't get medals too. So cool.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make
That didn't
the
happen
right
last time,
choice
so...
or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
Ha.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
You're gonna vote for me. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Got it right. No, I know that's not true. That doesn't make sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. The same as always. It's like every other chess trial. I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Some of your outpouring, possibly thrilling punishment. Wait. Why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Okay. This has to be another fake out. Because this makes absolutely no sense, and I'm so confused. Okay, yeah, because it's giving us the same punishment. Which would make no sense. Is that a sperm fertilizing an egg lesson? What? That absolutely was that, wasn't it? Yeah, this is the same thing as before. It's the exact same thing with a different front sprite. Chihiro? Uh-oh. Well, I mean, this fall's going to kill you too, right? So, I mean... But this is a video game, so fall damage doesn't actually hurt someone, but... Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that... Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is that some stupid virus from that stupid guy? It's a planet when he invaded my network. Tell me what the hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you made your miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated blah blah blah. You just underestimated us. What are you talking about? Why are you talking like you already won? You barely felt a thing, it was a pinch, an itch. Virus is God now, got it? And so is Makoto. They didn't smash him flat, but you're never going to see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way that's even better special punishment. But still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. Gonna bring despair just to you. Bring despair to the entire world. Poo-hoo-hoo X5. Poo-hoo-hoo, and then you copy-paste to the end of it for like a bunch of times. Is he gone? Okay, what's the meaning of this? What the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Gotta mastermind that's instead.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
Well, that sounds soon enough. Very soon indeed. What? What? Specified school tells over the buildings and the busting of an area. That still sounds terrible. Is this the intro? Yeah. Herpes Academy. It brings top students from every field imaginable, a government-funded school of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. Hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop to the workforce every year. It's built to raise hope with nation's future, makes Hope Speak a pretty fitting name. 2 things you need to attend a school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No worry, student can enroll here. The only way in is if you are scouted by school itself. Standing there, the gate of the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students. It's me. Grunt noise. What? Where am I? My head resting on the dark wooden Havoc table. Boy for hell heavy. Maybe it's some kind of a boring class or whatever, but they skipped the whole thing where he talked about him being useless for like 20 minutes. But that's the class I've ever seen. This is the same stuff as before. What the heck is indeed going on? Good. Finally. I could feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Was it just another dream? I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper never open the magazine. A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I can tell because the stench of my nostrils is too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. There's a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash is piled higher across the area. It must be some kind of underground garbage pit. That's me. Heck of situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck here until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let it happen. Not a good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what happened. Alter Ego saved me. I used his last little bit of strength to do it. So I can't give up now. Myself and my friend. And with that, the pursuit to survival began. First up, we'll start looking for a way out of here. Is that an echo? Something that went up in the school's garbage pit. This is a desk. Probably the only one that popped in here with me. Yep. It's a rocket in the tank. But I don't think too much about it when I'm sitting down here. Guess the only way out is up these steps. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Rattle, rattle. How many times I pushed the pull, kicked at it. Didn't budge. Getting out of here is gonna be that easy. We're not getting out of here anytime soon. Time to look for some food. There's plenty of food here, it's all rotten. Great. That's points too. There's some water. They're probably putrid. I can show which liquors I can drink and which are all around bad idea. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. So not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I don't give up. It's just... How's it going, AJ? How's it going, Sophie? How's it going, Darlo? I am not looking at my chat. How are you all doing, my lovely friends? I'll give you both a shout out. I know AJ doesn't stream, so I won't give you a shout out, but I will anyway, fuck it. How are you both? How are you all doing? I'm currently very confused as to what's happening here.
Who are you?
I'm your worst nut. I'm Batman.
How are you all doing? How's
I
your days
can't
been?
help myself. I can't not get this strawberry because it's gonna piss me off. Do you know how many times it killed me? Oh my god! I thought the washing machine wasn't.
That's Celeste.
Thought you could stand on it.
How are you both doing? All three of you doing? I can't read brains. So. Doing good, man. Thanks. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. We just completed the class trial, and I am hugely confused at what's going on. This game has thrown me a complete curveball. It's what we do, Sophie. It's what we do. Yeah, but please, if you don't follow each other, please follow each other because you're all lovely and great people, and I enjoy my time with all of you. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I've had a good day. My day's been fine, and just been Celeste the pain. I honestly am very impressed with how well they've done the Celeste, because I got very, very frustrated with it when I tried to pick it up again, and on seeing the stuff that was later, I was like, I'm enjoying this game. I'm enjoying this game. It's the story has got me very interested in what's going on, but I'm also very confused because it's thrown me a curveball, and now I'm like, what do I want to do? I was actually thinking about stopping at some point, but I kind of want to just get to a point where this chapter ends because I'm still very confused. But I would highly recommend it if you like. The music's great. You know, we talked about this in your stream, how you were like, don't know from being just thing, which I get. Yeah, I was trying to explain what's happened since then. So, somebody was murdered who was the secret 16th student, but clearly they weren't murdered, and this is all set up to try and get me blamed and send me down a pit. So I got sent down a pit. And now I have no idea what's going on. I'm away from all the class. Everyone's confused. I'm confused. I'm sure chat's confused. Unless you played this game, which you understand what's happening. But like, blah, blah. It's like it's just blah. But yeah. So let's try and get to the bottom of this. Making that proud declaration. The next thing I decided to do was. I just now we got this. Go to sleep. Sleep was deep and interrupted. I was the only way to preserve what little strength I had left. I'll be able to eat or drink. Can't be sure, but I think that's at least a full day I had to have passed. All day was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, hoping the sky was a sign, not exactly. Gah crunch. That's a good sound. What the? A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. There's a pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Something fall down over there? Something fell from up above? That's how things fall down. They come from up above and down. The writing of this is really stupid as well. Like, they really like to over-explain stuff in like ways that just like, yeah, just say it fell down. I wonder what it could be. Yes, we'll search up the pile of trash. There, jump. Piece of trash. It's 7 pieces of trash on the looks of it. I feel like this covers the scrubs from JD and Turk. Carefully stretched out my hand towards whatever it was that tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash. Rude. She even mentioned the pile. I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Great. This place smells awful. Kyoko!
Indeed.
You think you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious I'm here to help you? I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. I kind of like her cup noodle hat, even though she's got prawns in it. I'm trying to like prawns. But they're all... It's nice, it's a good look. I've actually drawn a different sprite, or different things to the sprite, which is nice as well, because you've got the same 10 animations. Usually animations. Got a bit of garbage in your hair. Just give it a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash and face me again. And now she's completely clean, because of course. But let's have something for you. Go ahead and eat. Big tool she finished. Nice buns. And some huzzo. Thank you. Snatched the bread with water that she's holding out for me. In seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. That's how eating works, guys. You put it in your mouth and it goes to your stomach. Phew, that really hit the spot. Yeah, bread and water. Great. Thanks for this sneaking in some good supplies. And I've got all the energy I need to keep going. From bread and water. So I still haven't given up then. Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is all all about what I'm good for. Right, if I can't read. There's such a thing as a bad thing to be good at. so I guess I'll just talk to you and see what happens. But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. You kind of did. That's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I can't make myself do the same for you.
However...
But listen, I'm not trying to make excuses, but there is a reason I had to survive no matter what the cost. Why did you have to survive? The secret pink option.
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I had to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to the school to do in piss yellow writing. What? I went with my name to come to Hope's Peak for one very important reason. What's the secret important reason? So you had some reason to come into Hope's Peak? Yes, you just said that.
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once?
I...
For some reason I've forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory what my purpose was. No memory, that's impossible. It's a flashback. Piss yellow amnesia! Then it's really true, you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us since we arrived at school? The first thing. So when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, and there's a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back at it now, at that point my memory was gone. That time I'd forgotten. Couldn't remember where I'd come to the school, and where I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. I can't read. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine that happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. You seem that you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think, I'm positive it's worse than the last one. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that, and how could they do that? That was like I could come up with. My purpose, my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the Mastermind's plans. Did the Mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And that could also mean... Somehow my memories may be connected with the mystery of the school and Mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. Because what you say is true. Why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we worked as one, the Mastermind would notice right away. Plus, always the chance that the Mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Don't make a big deal of it. It's just a possibility. Since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The Mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course I couldn't trust anyone around her. Yeah. If he was Hero this whole time, I would just think really hilarious because he's quite old. Actually, he is quite old. Hero is considerably older than the rest of us. And he's been playing dumb this whole time. I mean, I know I thought he was the killer this time, because it seemed like it could have been, because he was a tech-savvy guy, secretly. But that seems... Ugh. In which case, that didn't make sense. That she would look into her missing memory all by herself. I mean, I've had all sorts of theories, and sometimes they've been correct. But not all the times.
However...
But when you stab everything, you're going to at least hit the target once. That being said, there's a limit to what I can do for myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you're the least likely to be the Mastermind. That's just intuition, but... I see. Intuition's right there. There's no way another kid like me could have become the Mastermind.
I understand.
Okay, I should get to speak now. Great. She's pressed my voice.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Good. Just like Jim I had before, but Why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I'd never ask you for help right away. So I can understand you're not convinced. Well, how can you know you're not used to help others when you said you may have lost your memories? How would you know this? I guess if you're not used to it because you don't know what you're used to, that could make sense. But honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Better talk to Kyoko. I guess I'm going to talk to Kyoko then. Why did I stop talking to her when I was talking to her already? How's it going, Trua? Just what did you just learn, Trua? You learned that Silk Song is being released tomorrow. You learned that Celeste is getting a sequel. That Five Guys is in your near future. I don't know. First two Zero Escape games are coming to Game Pass March 22nd. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I will have to look those up. Because you've got the channel point redemptions, I will happily put them on my list. I mean, what are the odds? Either you're secretly working for Microsoft and trying to get me to use Game Pass, which I was perfectly okay with, or that's just like a really nice, happy coincidence. Yeah, I'll have to look into those for sure. Because I know I want to play Phoenix Wright at some point, but if they're on Game Pass, they might be on there for a limited time, or I actually own Phoenix Wright, so I can probably play those next. The two $2 games. Cool. I will give those a look. Give those a look out. Sure. I might even play them next, just because you highly recommend them and you've not been wrong so far. Even with Frog Fractions. Even with Frog Fractions, you've not been wrong. So let's turn out. Be able to remember anything? Of course not. No, I mean the problem with Frog Fractions to me was the fact that I don't like text adventures because I don't like thinking. It's like Wordle. I like to think when I want to think. And when it suddenly sprung that, I was like, I don't want to think. And those kind of things are super obtuse, and that was designed to be even more obtuse than normal. That's the other thing I didn't like about it, and also the fact that my monitor was like playing up as well, because I thought it would work better than it did. So I thought, well, that's just a piece of shit. But I had nothing against you. You recommend the game, and it was fun to play, even if it wasn't fun at that particular point. It was just a bad day for streaming for me, but not a bad day because of what you did. I said that right already, I think.
So...
I think there's a lot of I don't remember, but at the very least. Something I was recall, my purpose and my ability. And your secret pink purpose and ability. You mentioned your ability. Ability. What everyone else should have known me for. Called it. Ultimate Detective. Called that was her ages ago. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but like... Yeah. Ultimate Detective.
Correct.
He's like in Heavy's Academy. So we'll have to find in here in the school. Secret identity. Who?
So...
Well, it's Headmaster of Heavy's Academy. That's obvious. The Headmaster. Why do you want to find a Headmaster? I also think I predicted this as well. I predicted that they were their father. He's your father. What?
In other words...
That's why I wasn't surprised by it. Like, she's got to be like the dad or something. I separated from him as a child. It turns out he became headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope Peak's headmaster. And that explains why Alter Ego told us he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way.
Huh?
My work saying I'll find the headmaster.
No matter what?
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? Yeah, that's... I remember he hasn't come back at this point. But when he said that, I felt strange. It's perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose of coming here was to find him. That makes sense. I mean, does it make sense? Listen, Makoto. It's perfectly clear, so there's no understanding. I said the headmaster wasn't mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. What did you see in there?
So...
Maybe ransacked. The shelves are at best, the desk drawers done on the floor. The conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
My assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion. So I had to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key that I found. But why there? Because I found this in Headmaster's room. Is this some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's layout the entire History Academy. I found a Headmaster's room along with Kuro's profile on that key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I think the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that was true, the room would be likely to hold more clues, so I had to go in to check.
Correct.
That's enough I remembered. And my purpose was to find out of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However...
Once I got there, I noticed the second floor of the dorms with many cameras and monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. I have to describe, all I can say was... I swear I realised. What's going on at school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
Can I explain it and see for yourself, and I'm sure you get the chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
However...
Of course, I got the second floor of the dorms and no cameras and monitors. So I had no idea what's going on. I just want to go. I just want to go. It's to do with Mikuru Ikusaba, doesn't it?
However...
It's perfectly clear I didn't kill her. And that wasn't you either. And now you're right, but that just means everyone you meet her knows who did kill her.
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is definitely directly involved. To begin with, the point in the class trial of Mikuru Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
So the king disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That's the point of the class trial. Was last one year they couldn't interfere directly. Because of the school regulations.
That's right.
Exactly. Within restrictions, you're free to explore the Untitled Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
Mastermind adamant that following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. So they couldn't kill me themselves. They tried to use the class trial to do it. Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. It makes it sound like Mastermind is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
Sort of other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mikuru Ikusaba. What's that? If the point of Mikuru may not have been the victim. Could have been you, Makoto. I could have been the victim?
Indeed.
I know what I'm talking about, right? What do you mean? Right, that makes sense. I'm so confused, but that makes kind of sense.
I
can hear them, you know. Footsteps of golden death. What? I can hear this god of death as he moves. Actually, ability draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway.
It's exactly what happened with you. Instead of dorms, I had a certain sense of dread. Walked down the stairwell. Saw a white shadow across the corridor. Okay, chased right away, and as I followed it, saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
And that wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the master servant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And the letter was disguised as a dojo, he wound up in my room. It helps me into the work of the mastermind and attempted to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mikuru is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
No conclusive evidence. But that's what I think. But if that's really bad, it's true. That means the masterminds will likely kill whoever they want. If they feel like it. Oh, wait, that doesn't create another contradiction? Right. Last time I wanted to see class try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. That's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but they seem ready to kill you in your own room. Everything did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean? My head hurts. My head hurts a lot.
In other words,
It means the mastermind is one that's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. Identity of the ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Makuro's the ultimate despair and that she's dead. I don't think ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event. You're talking about.
That's right.
How about a year ago? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Who's responsible for that? They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem.
The despicable group whose burning purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then there,
Indeed.
make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Right, I can finally go now. I'm so tired. Thank you everyone who's being here for this whole time. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you to Trevor, Sophie, JB, AJ, Gemma, Bacon, Cookie Brad, Pasta, Penny Cries. I think everybody who's been here. Thank you for all for the bits. Thank you for everyone. It's been lovely. So, question now is, it's been lovely, well done. Thank you very much. It's going to be save it. Thank you. Question now is, we're going to rate out. Don't read any more of that. Let's go to the home screen. Let's go to the just chatting screen. So, yeah, anyone going to raise a suggestion, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just pick someone at random. Hopefully, that it works. Made a lot of progress on my last. I must be near the end, which is great. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. But at the same time, I'm hella confused, and I'm more annoyed that I think Yaku's not going to die, and that's making me upset. Because I want to stab his little face. I want someone to stab. I just want to see his body on the floor. That'd be so lovely. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we should raid. We should raid Gillian. Playing The Sims. It's a nice chill game. I need to get through it anyway. So. That's not great. Fine, I'll do it on the app. Why does it do this to me? This is so fun. Sweet. It has worked. So I'll see you all soon. Friday, I think I'll be playing Alien Isolation because Bacon redeemed it. Unless Bacon wants to play something else that's not a Souls game. Because I have played Alien Isolation before, I haven't finished it. And I'll see you all then. And I'll see you all in your streams at some point for sure. Take care, everyone. Alien, please. Okay, we'll do. That's on my list. Take care, everyone, and have a lovely, lovely day. Alright, I love you all.